Well, hey there, friends, and welcome to the Raising Amazing Tween Girls podcast and show. We here at Raising Amazing Tween Girls love tween girls and the mamas who are raising them. I'm Lisa Tony with GirlTribe Nation, and I am so very glad that you are joining me today. GirlTribe Nation is our organization that is committed to raising a generation of tween girls to be smart, healthy, brave, and live with a whole lot more happy in their lives. So what we do is we resource moms of tween girls with practical and fun ways to teach puberty, make wise decisions, and navigate all those changes happening as our girls transition from being kids to young women. Today's episode is sponsored by someone who can for sure make your life easier. If you're a busy mama, you need Instacart. Seriously, this is one of the best decisions I have ever made. Instacart has saved me so much time. Now, what it is it's someone who grocery shops for you. Now, I actually like grocery shopping, so I wasn't sure that I wanted someone else to do that for me. But after I had my fourth baby, I seriously needed an extra hand. Life as an octopus sounded pretty good. Now, I couldn't grow any extra arms, but man, Instacart was the closest thing to it. You can access your Instacart on your phone or on your computer. And with that means you can do your list anywhere. You make your grocery list, you send it in with payment, and then a shopper goes to the store for you. Oh yes, it is true. Your shopper drives, finds parking, gets the cart, loads it up, pays for it, bags it all up, drives it to you, and walks it to your door. All you have to do is open the door and receive all your stuff. What? What magical unicorn is this? Seriously, you may just want to kiss your Instacart delivery person. $35 is all you have to spend in order to place an order. And you can do that easily, right? That's the minimum order. And Instacart goes to all kinds of stores. Now, you have to check your particular city to see what kind of wonderfulness they can bring directly to you in your city. Now, I have to tell you, my first order, I kind of felt like royalty when they dropped it off. Instacart also does this cool thing where they keep track of how many hours you save by placing orders with them. Friends, I am at 435 hours. 435 hours I have saved by using Instacart. What could you do with 435 extra hours in your life? And when you decide to use their program, you can order from as many stores as you want, as many times as you want. Now, I usually order from Costco, Aldi, and Arvon's grocery store each week. Sometimes I'll throw in a Sprouts order, other weeks I throw my Walmart order in there. Just for kicks, I may order something from Smart & Final. I can do this all on my phone while I'm chauffeuring my kids all over the universe. And I have my groceries sitting on my doorstep waiting for me when I get home. Why, thank you very much, Instacart friend. Now, I actually stay on budget better too. I only order what I need, and I am not tempted by all those end aisles that call to me with their nifty new shiny things. With Instacart, it is pretty hard to impulse shop because you aren't in the store with all the extra stuff surrounding you. I also don't have my littles with me asking for everything they see or putting things secretly in the cart. Seriously, friend, this is one thing that I know can make your life easier, save you time, help your budget, and as a bonus, it can take some stress out of your life as you cross grocery shopping off your to-do list. And hey, if you like to shop, you can even apply to become a shopper and make some extra cash. You can get your first delivery for free from your first order. Just go to girltribenation.com/Instacart to grab your link. Okay, friends, well, back to the show. Today we are talking about how to help your tween with time management. Now, the tween brain seems to be on a continuous lunch break sometimes. The experts all say it is a normal part of their development, but it can leave you feeling like you're talking to a wall when you ask them to get something done. Whew, managing time. We all have the same amount of it, but some people use it well, and others, well, some people don't. Time management is something that can just cause so much friction in our relationships with our daughters and stress out our households. When everyone is operating in a different way to handle time, it can be really challenging. I know that as moms, we tend to feel the weight of that because we're constantly feeling like we're managing and giving them orders, right? Do you ever feel like you're barking orders to help your kids manage their time? Time to wake up, time to brush your teeth, time to put your shoes on, time for dinner, time for bed. Well, as our girls move into being tweens, they are ready for more independence, and it is time to start helping them learn more time management skills. When our girls start to learn how to manage time, there are some huge wins that come with it. One of the main perks that you will see when you invest in this area with your tween is that it helps them to learn better decision-making skills. When they are learning how to prioritize and use time wisely, it is going to overflow into so many other areas of their life. You're going to see them do better at school, and you're going to see them have a better work ethic. This is because they aren't overwhelmed or as stressed out about what they have to get done because they have planned enough time to spend on it. Now, when we don't plan, time gets away from us way too easily. It happens to all of us, right? Have you ever started watching a show on Netflix that is a series and all of a sudden it is midnight and you know you should go to bed, but time somehow just got away from you? Or maybe you've been out with your friends for a girls' night out and all of a sudden you realize you have been talking and laughing for hours and it only felt like a few minutes. I love when that one happens. Good friends, well, they just make you feel that way. Or maybe, have you ever done this? I do. You go to the store to grab one thing and an hour later you emerge with multiple bags. How does that happen? Well, time is one thing that none of us can get more of or less of. We all have the same amount of it. 24 hours in a day, baby. All day, every day. But some people are much more effective with their time. They seem to get more done. They seem to be less stressed. They seem to be on top of their game. These get-her-done people are not drinking a magical elixir as much as you think they are. They have learned one magical time management secret that we are going to talk about today. And don't worry, I am going to give it to you too. Now, this is something that not only can you use as a busy mama, but this is a tool that I want you to start teaching to your daughter as well. When your tween begins to be empowered with this resource, it is going to increase her ability to be more responsible. And who doesn't want that? It is also a great way to continue to train her up with healthy independence. We all know that those tween years are when they are starting to feel that need for independence. And this is good. It's a natural part of growing up to begin that separation process from dependence on their parents. However, right now, oh my friend, this is a prime moment to teach them some skills that will enable them to do this well and practice healthy independence rather than cross into areas that are unhealthy. Time management is so important for setting our girls up for lives that are way less chaotic. Now, I know you know well the difference of a morning in your house where you have enough time to get things done versus those mornings when everyone wakes up late, can't find everything they need, like their shoes or their homework or their library books, and you're not sure if they actually had breakfast or not before rushing out the door. Everyone was cranky and grumpy and yelling. Definitely not the way anyone loves to start a morning. But on those days when the stars align and everyone gets up and has their clothes laid out and their backpacks ready and has a good breakfast, oh man, it is way more calm, way more civil, and successful, right? Well, that time management is super important, not just in the morning, but throughout the day. It is important because it reduces anxiety and stress in everyone. When there is a plan in place and time to get things done, that feels good. It feels like a win. It is a win. Learning how to use time well is a skill. Now, some people are more naturally inclined to know how to use time well, but for most people, it is a skill. Now, I remember when I was starting to get ready to go away to go to college, my mentor took me out and sat down with me and shared with me some skills that I would need to know how to manage my time in college. Now, no one else had ever had those conversations with me, and it was so incredibly helpful. We talked about how to use my time well so that I could go to all my classes, plan for all my study time, eat 3 meals a day, get all my sleep in, get my workouts in, and still have enough time left to hang out with friends and go out. Man, left to my own devices, I'm not sure I would have figured all that out. That is the beauty of time managed well. You accomplish more and you have time to do some of the things that you enjoy. And that is going to be true for our tweens as well. If we can utilize this magical time management tool that I'm going to share with you today, then they will begin to learn how to let time be an asset that we manage rather than something that is frustrating and feels out of control. When we are able to give them a tool to let them plan enough time to get schoolwork done and chores done, then they will have the reward of extra time to play and relax and unwind. They can have more time for friends and family, and together we can eliminate that maddening dance that procrastination brings into your relationship. I mean, procrastination is just so difficult because it causes stress, anxiety, and really poor health habits. There's less sleep, less exercise, there's bad eating, all that goes along with procrastination. So let's ditch that part of our tween's life early on so that she can recognize the skills that she needs to be effective in life. So as we think about good time management, one area where this is really important for the tween is with their schoolwork. As they head into upper elementary, middle school, or junior high, the workload increases. There's more homework, more teachers, more classes. They are ready to start juggling a more advanced schedule. But having some intentional conversations about time management is going to help them a whole lot. It will help them feel more confident and more capable to step into these new expectations. Now, it is easy for our tweens to feel overwhelmed, but if we can give them good resources and tools, hey, they've got this. One of the most helpful things that we can do is to get them set up for success with their homework. After school, they don't have their teachers managing them, so we need to begin the process of helping them to self-manage. Giving them resources to set them up to win and get it done is going to be worth all the time up front that it takes for a couple of weeks of overseeing this to establish some healthy routines that will hopefully begin to run on autopilot soon. But those habits, well, they don't come naturally. They have to be taught. So what do we need to do to set them up for success? Our mama job is to get organized, to get them organized. Now, I run a lot of large events, and when we get ready to start setup, there is a whole boatload of organization that my team has to do behind the scenes to get set up for the setup. But when we are organized for a setup day, everything runs more smoothly and people are way less stressed. Now, my amazing assistant always puts together something that we call our box of everything. All the scissors and tape and Sharpies and pens and safety pins and ticky-tack, you name it, she's got it in our box of everything, so that we are ready for all the requests and needs that our setup team may need. I think this is a great idea to have at home too. I actually have this cute galvanized steel bucket with a handle, and it's got multiple compartments, and I keep it on our shelf, and it has our pencils and our scissors and our glue sticks and our rulers and our highlighters in it. Right next to it's the 3-hole punch and the stapler. Now, this is a great little bucket that they can move to the dining room table or the kitchen counter or take outside to the picnic table, and then they can move it easily back to the shelf. So you're going to want to have a box of everything, whatever that may look like for you, and get it ready. Now, you're also going to want to have a good location for them to study. They need a good chair and a good work surface. This could be the dining room table or the kitchen counter or a desk. The important thing is to have a dedicated space that is kept clean and they know it is where they should go to work. It should have nice lighting and be free of distractions. No TV, no music, and no screens. That's right, no screens. So they've got to have a place to stash all those electronics. Is there a dedicated space where they can live and stay turned off? They need to stay there all through homework time so they can concentrate. They need a work environment where they can focus and spread out all their gear, have all their tools that they need with their box of everything, and then go to it. Now, I actually love to have my kids do this at the table or the counter because then I can be there and be accessible if they need help or have a question or can't find something, or if they get distracted and I can help them refocus. Now, we don't actually have desks in our kids' rooms, mainly because we don't have room for them. Each of our kids shares a room, and so we're pretty limited on space. but we make it work, and I know that you can too. Now, the third thing that you'll need to have ready for them is snacks. Oh, snacks make everything better, don't they? When they get home from school or they have a break from their online learning schedule, a snack can boost their blood sugar and also give them some extra energy to focus on their task. Having a list of snacks on the fridge or on your snack closet that they know they can have is a great way to encourage their independence and keep them healthy. Keeping the fridge stocked with apples and string cheese and yogurts and carrot sticks with ranch are some great healthy choices. Keeping granola bars and fruit bars and raisins and peanut butter and almonds on hand in an accessible snack closet are also great options. These are easy snacks that satisfy the munchies without loading them up on sugar. Now, I talked earlier about our sponsor Instacart at the beginning of this episode, and I have to say it again, I love Instacart, and they can help you in this area to keep your snack cabinet full. Now, once you are ready with your box of everything, a clean, bright, dedicated workspace, and snacks on hand, you are now ready to sit down with your tween and go over the magic time management tool with them. Now, you can access this resource at girltardnation.com/time tool. And what it is it's a schedule that allows you to sit down with your tween and talk through time blocks by looking at each day and each half hour. When you put it all down in front of you on a piece of paper, it is amazing to see how much time you really have. You start to fill in the big commitments first: sleeping, meal times, school, exercise, family time. And then you look to see what you have left and what you want to do with that time. Now, you want to make sure that you use this wisely and you don't overschedule your tween. You absolutely 100% want to schedule in flex time, free time, some do anything time. This is really important. Tweens need time just to hang out and be. They need time that they are not scheduled to let their brains rest, to allow them to daydream and renew. It is actually during unscheduled time that our brains are often the most creative. But when you can put all the important things on the chart, including chores and homework and scheduled screen time, then there is a plan in place. If it is on a chart, it's on the schedule, and you have helped your tween start to learn how to manage time. Not only is she starting to learn to manage time, but she is also learning how to prioritize things. What things are most important to get done each day? That, my friend, is called prioritizing. And once she has her magic time management chart put together, you can put it up on the fridge, you can put it on her bedroom door, you can copy one to her iPad or her phone or computer, you can copy one to yours, and then you all have the plan. Now, the bonus of using the magic time management tool is that it keeps it the bad guy rather than you. Rather than being the mom that always has to say every single thing that needs to be done at every single moment, you can now start to say, hey, check the list. What does the chart say? Hey, what did you decide to put on the chart for today? It will save you some arguments, save you some fights, and save you from pulling out your hair. So download that chart today at girltridernation.com/time tool and have a good hair day and a great parenting day. And raise that girl of yours to know how to start managing time. Now, you may need to give that chart a go a few times. The first time might not be the perfect balance, but give it a go and then reevaluate in a week or two and make some adjustments. Once we've got that chart in her head, it's going to be so much easier to have discussions with her as you talk about priorities and the things you got to get done and time management. Okay, friends, well, here's to raising smart, brave, healthy girls with a whole lot more happy in their lives. I am cheering you on as you raise amazing tween daughters, as you help them learn to be young women who know how to manage time well. We here at GirlTribe Nation want to do all that we can to cheer you on and resource you to grow a generation of young ladies to be world changers. We want to raise a generation that knows how to be effective and efficient with all the precious time on this earth they have been given. Okay, friends, if you found today's episode helpful, it would mean so very much if you could share this episode with a friend, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment. Thanks again for joining me. I can't wait until next time. Bye for now.